Hi everyone, it's Karen here and I'm live on my YouTube channel. Welcome to the Scrap Your Heart Out, organized by Tiffany Solorio, one of my really good friends, and I am really excited to create a scrapbooking layout using the new Prima Marketing Fruit Paradise collection. I want to say hi to everyone who is logged in, and I will wait maybe a few seconds until other people log in so we can see what's going on. And I'm just really excited to be here for National Scrapbooking Day, International Scrapbook Day. And I am hoping that Tiffany, oh, here I see the chat now. Sorry, I couldn't see the chat before. So here is the chat, and I can see it in front of me. So I can actually try to read as much as I can. I will try to follow as much as I can, but Tiffany's here. If you have any questions, she is going to be modding for me today. And just so you know, all the product list is listed below in the description area. So if you have any questions, they're just right there so you can see what it is. So now I have it all spread out here just because I wanted to show it to you. And usually I show the papers first, but because I have everything right on top here, I'm going to kind of move everything aside. And this collection is really pretty. I thought I wouldn't like it. I thought, oh, why do I want fruits and stuff like that? But the colors are just divine, especially because I love combining pinks and yellows. It looks so pretty together. And that's something that I will probably do today, although I might also do green, so I'm not sure. So look at all the pretty flowers that it comes with. So I'm going to move these aside, and there's so many others, but I just don't want to show you everything. Look at this one. This one I love because it has these things there too. I'm going to move all the flowers aside and then show you what else comes in the collection, and then I will show you all the papers. So these are the flowers, and here's one more. And then there is 2 sets of ephemera. And I love these. They show you what's in the back. So there's lots of little different little things. So that's really cute to see. There's, I think, stickers here as well, as in this one has stickers and ephemera as well. So this is cool. It also comes with puffy stickers, which are really cute. And the regular stickers. So that's nice as well. Then there is these tickets, which I really like using because I like this one. Oh, especially this one. We Belong Together. Oh, I have a feeling I'm going to be using that because you'll see the picture that I used for that. There's some more stickers. And these are really cute. I've never seen these before. These are like mirror ones. You can kind of see my camera there. So there's stickers, embossed stickers, and acrylic shapes. Now, the papers come in different sizes, but I only have like the 12 by 12, which is the main one because I love doing scrapbooking layouts. And then we have the note cards and the 4 by 6 note cards, which are journaling note cards, and they're really pretty inside. So you can see there's little things little notes that you can use. You can use these even as like cards to send to somebody, like, if you want to send a message to somebody or a birthday card. And then there's these little ones, which I will incorporate in my layout as well. And now to show you the nice papers from this collection. So I always have to turn this around just because it doesn't fit in the camera. So I love this paper. Let me just show it to you. So this is a really nice plain paper that you can use. It's so nice, and I can see myself using this a lot, although right now I don't think that's the one I'm going to be choosing today. Now look at these beautiful images with the pears and the lemons and the figs. I love figs. I don't know if you guys love figs, but I love figs. The next one is this one. It has the cherry, and the back of that one is this. So that's the back of the cherry one. And I think it's so cute. It's so country-like and so, oops, sorry about that. Oh, talking about that, something that fell. Somebody was messaging me to say, no, I'm just joking, but it almost feels like it fell so I can show you. It also comes with decorative tape or washi tape. So that's another thing that comes with the collections now. Okay, the next pages are so cute. This pattern, which is kind of looks like a kitchen table, like the tablecloth. And this one, which is beautiful. The nice thing about the 12 by 12s, they come with foiled accents. So they're really nice to see. And I love these images. How cute is that? That I love. So there's that. The next one is, I think, one of my favorites. It almost looks like cherry blossoms. I really love, or Japanese blossoms. And the back of that is a perfect one that you can use. Oops. You can use, and it almost looks like a marble background. So that's a really good one to use as background. I consider that one as well. But I also love this one, which is a beautiful one that kind of looks distressed, kind of like a mixed media. So I really like that. And this is really pretty as well. Another cherry blossom-like page. And the last page, I think, is this one, which is also really cute. So it has all these images here. I know it's sideways, but sorry about that. But look at the back of it. How pretty is that? So it's a really pretty, and I love these butterflies. I love monarch butterflies. So it's a really nice to see. So I'm going to do a layout today, and the way I'm going to do is I usually like picking backgrounds that are very plain so I could add embellishments to them. So I am going to pick this one, the yellow one, because I really want to pick something that is, how do you call this? Something that is very neutral, and I like the yellow colors. So I'm going to pick this one as a back one, and I might incorporate other things in it as well. But right now, this is what I'm choosing. And I am going to add some texture to it. But first, I'm going to cut the strip out of it so I can work easily with it. Okay, now it's deciding. So in this one, because I'm winging it and I don't have a layout already prepared in advance, I have to decide which direction I'm going to do this. And I really like this direction. It's kind of speaking to me. And what I mean by that is that I'm going to be showing you step by step how I think of layouts, what I do, what I think, and how it works. Now, this is a picture I'm going to be using. It's a picture. It's kind of a country picture. Like, we took some photos of my family, and I'm just really excited to use it. And I like these little yellow flowers, but I want to trim it a little bit just because I don't want this white around it. Actually, no, you know what? I'm changing my mind. Maybe I do want the white around it. You know what? I'll wait. I don't know if I want it or not, so I'm going to wait. I can always trim the picture later on once I know what I'm doing. So what I want to do is I want to use, I had a live show just about an hour ago, which I am going to edit and upload onto my YouTube channel as well. I did it on the Prima Marketing Facebook page, and I used the other collection, the new Golden Coast collection, and I used this. Where is it now that I said I used, and I don't know what I did with it. Hold on. Where did it go? Sorry, I used the paper texture, but somehow it disappeared. Oh, what am I talking about? It's right in front of me. Okay, so I used the paper texture paste, and I created texture in the background. This time I thought to use the same one, but to show you a smaller trick. So somebody asked me in the other one, how could you make this, like, if this comes in many colors? And my answer was that it doesn't need to come in many colors, because we can use something like mica powder to make it into color. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with that. I'm going to take this little container and the new mica powders. This is called Paradise. It comes with a few colors. And originally I thought I would use the yellow, but I think there's going to be too much yellow. So I am going to use the green that is in this one. Now, these mica powders come in big jars as well. Some of the colors come in big jars, but there's the new set that comes like this. So these are the bright colors, like the Paradise colors. And there's some new colors as well, other ones. So I listed all those below in case you want some other colors that are lighter, like more pastel. And now I'm going to add this and mix it. So this is how it's going to work. I'm going to put a little bit of paste in here using a palette knife. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it with mica powder. And that's how you get colored texture. Don't know if I need so much. Hold on. Okay, there we go. So you take a little bit. And now I'm going to mix the mica powder in here, but I think it's sealed. Hold on, I have to open this. And the one thing about mica powder is that it spills everywhere. So I'm going to put a wipe there so it doesn't go all over me. Now, be careful when you're using mica powder because the particles tend to fly everywhere and inhale. And I tend to inhale them, and then I start coughing. So I'm going to mix this. And this is a perfect green because it really kind of matches the green, or similar enough to the green in the flowers that I'm going to be using. And even if it doesn't, that's okay. So I'm going to make sure that I have enough green. And if I don't, I can always add more. I always start with a little bit and then mix more because you never know. If you put too much, it might not look good. Let me try again. Now I can. So this one has two sides, one that has a big opening and one that has like a powdered opening, almost like salt shaker, but I'm going to use the bigger side. Okay. And I'm going to mix it a little bit as well. So it's just going to create a really nice green texture. So instead of having the white texture that I used earlier on, I don't know if any of you were on the show earlier on, but I will upload that video as well once I edit it. I'm going to download it from Facebook and upload it here. So now I have this really nice light green texture, okay, that you can see. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add it through a stencil. Now, you don't have to do it through a stencil, but I really want to create these really nice textured areas. So I'm going to add it through this stencil. And I picked this stencil specifically. It's a very, very dirty stencil. I mean, it's not actually dirty. It's just stained from overuse. But what I like about it is that it had kind of like leafy effect, which I really wanted to use for my background. Now, since I have everything here, now it's talking about composition. This is what's really important to kind of listen to and to understand my thought process. Let me just put things aside because I don't want things to be in the way. So when you're thinking of composition, the most important thing that you're thinking about is the picture. That's where you want the eyes to draw to. And my picture is going to kind of be on the top part of my layout. So it's kind of going to be over here. So it's really important to kind of know where you're going to put the stencil and the texture, right? So that's a really important thing to do. So, so it's really easy to kind of get lost in this process because especially when you're trying to think composition, you kind of lose track of what you have to do. So I really see that here, there's yellow lines going down. It's kind of like gives me the movement of up and down. I also have the composition of these flowers going up and down. So my eye is going to completely draw into the focal point, which is my picture. So what I want to do is that this stencil will give me the same way, the same movement, the same kind of like brushed area, the same movement towards the bottom. So that's what I'm going to do. So I know more or less that my picture is here. So when I put the stencil, I'm going to, don't need to, I mean, I always do extra just in case because I don't really know where the picture will end out. Actually, you can, never mind. I can show you another trick. You can put the picture and just kind of draw where you want it, more or less. This is going to be covered anyways with flowers and stuff, so you won't see it, but that way you don't waste a lot of like material. So now I know more or less where things are going to go, and now I'm going to put these everywhere. So I'm going to take my silicone brush, which this I also listed below in the description area. I love applying texture with my silicone brush. So I just added here at the top. And I'm going to move my brush around, my stencil around. to kind of go around the area where the photo is going to be. And I do go in a little bit to where the photo is, just so it's easy, just in case, like, you know, like I've missed an embellishment or something like that, you know that you don't have like an empty area. So what I'm doing is I'm putting a little bit at the top, a little bit at the side, but the bottom one is going to be the longest one. I'll show you what I mean by the longest one. Let me do the other side first. So, okay. So I am going to put some here. As I said, I'm going to go in a little bit. And this looks too much like a line, so I need to kind of fix that. I don't like it that it looks like a line. So I'm going to come down up here and add another little one over here. So now it doesn't look all exact. Now the most important part is the bottom, because that's what's going to give it the illusion that the layout is flowing downwards. So here we are, and you have to kind of hold this up so it doesn't smush the rest. Or if you don't want to do that, dry up everything in advance. But I'm just going to hold it up because I don't have time to let this dry. So the way it works, in order to give that illusion that it's flowing downwards, you want to have the thicker part, or like the wider part of the flowers towards the picture. So the closest to the picture, I'm basically using my whole stencil. But as I'm going down, I'm going to kind of go in a triangle way. So if you imagine there is an imaginary triangle here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down, oops, without trying to move everything, in a triangle way. So that will give me a shorter or a thinner way. I'm trying to think of how to describe it. It will be thinner at the bottom and thicker at the top. So it kind of looks like the eye goes here, it starts here, the movement, and goes up and centers here, or the other way around. So you get that idea of kind of centering it all right here where the picture is. Now, while this is drying, which will take a few minutes to dry, I am going to clean my stencil because I really hate gunky stencils. It's really hard. Now, I do have extra of this, but I'm keeping it on the side because I don't know if I'm going to need it again. So sometimes I add everything, and then when you add all the embellishments, suddenly something is missing. So you end up, so don't throw out the thing. You can have like a little bit of saran wrap and wrap this up until the end. Or you can put it in a container and use it for another project if you made too much. So it's hard to judge how much you're going to make. But the nice thing about it is that you can take any paste and basically make any type of color and colored paste. So it's really nice. You can take any gesso paste, crackle paste, anything, and basically, how do you call this? And mix it all up. Now, somebody's asking if I've gone to art school. So I did not go to art school. Everything is self-taught, but I do have a lot of like art in my family. Many people in my family have been artists way back, going back like generations. So do we say that it's something in my blood? Who knows? But thank you for asking that. No, it's not. I don't have anybody in my family. I mean, I don't have any formal training, but I've been doing teaching for many, many years. So I've learned so much. Truthfully, I've learned just by attending classes and also by watching others do it. Sorry, 1 second. I just realized that. Oh, hold on. My dryer just, like my thing just dried. I forgot to turn my heater off. That's the problem. I hope Oh my goodness, this always happens. Okay, I don't know. I have to plug this in somewhere. Sorry about that. I have to plug my heater into another socket, so bear with me a minute. Oh, and there are my dogs. Gosh, sorry about that. Okay, so my plug completely went kaput. I'm not really sure what happened, and then my dog started barking. So, of course, these things always happen when you're doing a live show. So sorry about that. I hope you skipped it all. So I'm just drying this a little bit. Another thing that I like doing while this is drying, so let this dry on its own, is to mat my photo. So that's a nice thing to do because you can, oops, things are not working out today. What is going on? You can use these to kind of mat photos, or you can use just regular paper. So I'm going to use some of this to mat my photo, and I like using different ones. I don't know. Let's just pick some that are nice. So I like this one with the lemon. That would look really cute like this. So to mat the photo, you can pick a few papers, and then let's see. Oh, this one is good as well. This is very much in the other one. Green. Oh, green is good. So even if it has something on it, you can hide it because the photo will just hide it, right? So it doesn't really matter if it has it or not. Let's see. I want something with a little bit of pink because I will have some pink in the flower. So I want to make sure. Let's see. I don't know if I'll find anything that has just pink or that is not that one. I'm not sure how much I like this one, but maybe let's see if we can incorporate that. So the nice thing about it is that you can use even the big ones and the little ones. And I can use to kind of, let's see, rip it apart and play around with the different. Okay, there we go. So you can rip it and kind of make them shorter, longer, things like that. There we go. I like that. You see, like you kind of have this way of, adding stuff. Let's see. Since the movement is going down, yeah, it needs a little bit of pink. But do you think it needs this lemon thing above too? Maybe. I don't know. I wonder like this. Okay, so no, the other way around. So you see, you play around with things. So that's a lot of the things that to do with scrapbooking is focusing on composition. So I know that my layout is kind of going downwards. So it's really important to make sure that you go in that direction. So this one I don't even need. I really like the matting like this. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to glue these. So hold on. What did I do with the, oh, there it is. So once I set them up the way I like them, all I have to do is just glue them together. So how was that? Oh, and I should not really move everything too much because then I forget where things are. It's like this, right? Just to make sure. There we go. Okay. So you can also staple things where it looks good as well. And I feel bad. I actually cannot follow the chat. It's really hard for me to follow the chat. I have a hard time, especially when people write a lot, because when I'm sitting there reading, then I end up forgetting, I end up like not realizing what people said. There we go. But for this one, for the photo, I always like matting it with some foam tape. Okay, so I'm going to add, and I'm doubling up the foam tape because it's a really thin foam tape. So I'm just doubling it up. Okay. There we go. So I incorporated a little bit of the pink in here as well. And I could have even incorporated something from here. I don't know. What does it say here? Documented. That would have been cute, but it's kind of whitish and doesn't really look. Everything is fresh start. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to add things from another area, like some embellishments from somewhere else. Okay. So going back to this, I'm not sure if it's dry. Oh, yeah, it's pretty much dry. So now you can see that this kind of really matches the movement of going up and down. But as I put this down, I realize that here I'm missing a little bit of that texture. So this is why I kept everything, because now I can go back and just add a little bit of a leaf here. One of these flowers. I still have a little bit of texture, and that way I can like just fix what was if I made a mistake. So for example, I could say I didn't get the right amount of things. There we go. I fixed that. But now I'm seeing, oh, wait a second, it's also empty on the other side. So I can just go and do that as well. So it kind of helps because that way like you're kind of filling everywhere else. So any area that might have like an empty spot, I can do that. So that's a good tip, to always keep your stuff there. So now I'm going to dry this again, just the little areas over here. And once you have this area, this part, what I want to show you is another trick actually that we can do. I'll show it to you in a second. First, let's just dry this up. Okay, so now I can kind of place my photo over here. So I have that ready. And now I'm going to kind of choose pictures. So it's really important, not pictures, flowers. I'm trying to say flowers. It's really important to kind of see all the flowers that you have, gather them around, check what you like, because it makes a difference when you're adding things. So I really love these ones, for example. And the colors are literally perfect. I mean, the green is not exactly the same one. Now, but what's important about flowers, and I always say this whenever I teach a class, is to make sure that you are focusing on the main area, which is the photo. That is such an important thing. And to do that, one of the biggest tricks that I have is to make sure that you put the bigger flowers closer to the photo. Usually making the biggest flower that you have, which is usually one or two, right here, either on this or on this side. Now, to do that, you need, I call that anchoring the photo. And it's something that I always like talking about with any type of composition, whether it is a scrapbooking layout, whether it is a mixed media project, basically anything. You always need something to anchor your focal point. That's really, really important. If you don't anchor your focal point, then when somebody's looking at your art or somebody's looking at your scrapbook page, they're not going to know where to look at. It's really important to know where to look at. And usually the place you want people to look at is at your focal point. In a scrapbook layout, that is your photo. Your photo is your focal point. And that's really important to anchor. So if you're going to put a big flower right here, what's going to happen is that the eye is going to draw directly to this flower. And you're not going to see this beautiful photo that is right here. All you're going to see is this flower. And I usually say this to my students: close your eyes and put the flower there. Now open your eyes and then tell me what's the first thing your eye sees. So you guys can do the same thing. You guys can close your eyes for a second and then open them up and tell me if you don't, is what's the first thing you see. And I can guarantee you the first thing you're going to see is this flower sticking out here. So what I like doing is I like anchoring the layout by putting the flower basically close to my picture and usually at the bottom, because the eyes in any situation tend to go from top to bottom and from left to right. This is just human beings. This is just a typical thing that humans do. So it's really important to do that, to actually anchor the flowers. So I am going to put 2 big flowers right here. And then all you have to do is put the little ones in other places. Now, if you're putting flowers here, you could just leave 1 flower, or you could put more on the other side. So I am going to put more on the other side because I love flowers. So let's see, there we go. Now I'm going to, these are too big already, so I cannot use them. And I'm looking at these ones and they're also very big. So now I'm going to move, so this I can keep for another layout, but now I'm going to move into my smaller flowers, smaller things like you can open different ones and just kind of see what you get. So it goes by sizes. The nice thing about Prima is that it has different sized flowers. So let's see, I really want to incorporate this one somehow because it's very similar to that, but I'm not sure if it will match. So here's the pink flower. So right now we're balanced. We have the 2 sides, very balanced, okay? And I think it needs a green flower. So is it going to get another big flower over here? Yeah, I think so. There we go. So in this case, this composition only needs kind of 2 main elements, one that's anchoring right here and one on the other side. Usually I say that I usually put a 3rd one over here because you want to form that triangle around the photo, but you can also anchor. Don't get stuck on the triangle, which I did teach in the other layout class. You really can anchor things by doing 2 as well, as long as they're not at the same level, at the same height, meaning that your eye kind of goes from here to here, you'll be able to see the photo. I hope I'm not confusing people with all this like layout composition, but it's really important. I find that that's one of the main things for creating layouts. Now we can just play around with all the embellishments, and I might add more things afterwards, and more flowers and things like that. But right now, this is what I want to do. I have the main area, I have the anchored area, and then I just want to now just glue the picture and glue the flowers so I can add embellishments. So let's start with that then. And I'm going to be using, to glue this, you can use any type of glue, but I'm going to be using a soft gel medium just because I have it on and I don't have any glue around me. And it's just easy to use. This is just a matte medium, and I'm going to basically add it to my background. So I'm going to start with the bottom flower, put a little bit on, and stick it on underneath. It basically acts like glue, and it's perfect for that as well. Now follow, I think people are saying that follow your instincts. Yes, like, you know what, you kind of have a sense that certain things go a certain ways. Like, you're not going to go and put a flower like in the middle of nowhere, right? Like there is a rhyme and reason why, things go a certain way. But following your intuition and kind of knowing where things go, that's important as well. Okay, and the last flower is this one. Okay, so now that I kind of have more or less where my layout is, I can kind of play around with the embellishments, with the ephemera. Now, you can also fussy cut, but since I have the ephemera, I can just use that, or the stickers. I like this one. This one is really cute with all the little fruits. I want to see if I can incorporate any of the little fruits here. So, and it also has some butterflies, which let's see as well. Okay. Let's see what we can incorporate. So I want something like hanging. Oh, the lemons. Okay, so the lemons. I see the lemon theme. So I really think that the lemons should be part of this. Yeah, and you see I can kind of stick it here. It continues with this movement going up and down, so that I like. Let's see what else. We have these flowers that don't know if it match. Let's just see if there's anything else I could add. Okay, so there's all these little white flowers. They're really cute. I love this. Oh, there's more lemons or limes or something. Let's see. There's this pear, which I think would look really cool here. Let's see. Okay, let's see. I like that. I mean, I know this is not fruit themed, but it still looks really cool. I actually quite like this. I didn't think I would, but I quite like it. I wonder if I should just continue with the lemon. Oh no, this is not a lemon. Never mind about the lemon. Is there more lemons? I'm looking to see. Is that a lemon? No, that's not a lemon. Oh, I love the fig. It's so nice. Okay, so let me see. So there's a lot of stuff. This is cute as well, but too big. Okay, so it's just a lot of thinking. You have to kind of do a lot of things. This is what I meant. I have to wing it a little bit. So let's see. We want to put some. No, I don't think I'm going to put these white flowers. I don't think they kind of match. I thought I would. I was hoping that there would be more lemons, but there isn't. And let's see what this is. Flower and garden seeds, apples. This is really cute. Maison means in French, I think it means house, right? But isn't this mean furniture? No, that will not go. Okay, so never mind about that. So let's go and I use the stickers. I want some butterflies. I like these. Okay, so the butterflies are cute. I really like this, but I don't know where I'm going to put this. It doesn't really match anywhere. No, it cannot go here. Let me look at the other ephemera as well. I will look at it as well. Okay, so I see there's one butterfly here that could work. Okay. And I think there's more butterflies in the other things. So, sorry. Okay, so there is the butterfly, which I really want to incorporate because I love butterflies. There we go. Let's see what else I can add. There's more stickers and there's also little flowers. These are really cute, these stickers. Not sure what I wanted, but I could probably put a title from here. So this will be the last thing I use. Let's see about this one. Oh, grow together. Oh my gosh. No, never mind. I want to use that. And there's another butterfly here and another lemon. So let's do. These are the puffy stickers. So this is the fun part about embellishing. It's so much fun. Okay, let's see. First of all, grow together. Where could we put the title? Wow, this is so cute. We could go right here. All right. And the lemon. Where can we put more lemons? So I'm thinking that there's still lemons that need to kind of come out of here. Yeah, there we go. That's good. I haven't even glued this pear yet because I might move it. I might actually move the pear. I'm not even sure I want the pear. See, this is why I don't always glue everything right away. Don't always glue everything right away. Usually I set everything up and then I glue. I'm just today because of the show, I'm kind of doing it ahead of time, but yeah, I like that. Yes. Okay. So that's really good. I'm missing like a butterfly. One more butterfly. And let's see if I can find where are the rest of the ephemera ones. I have another set, and let's see what's in here. Oh, there's another butterfly there and some more lemons. So I guess everything is lemony today. I love lemons just because they match everything today. So, okay, let's see. So you see you can use things like to mat things with it, or I like this. Grow together. So nice. Okay, let me find fruit. I'm trying to find the right. So this is why sometimes I do things in advance because looking for everything while you're doing a live show is not the easiest. There's one lemon, but where is my other butterfly? Oh, there it is. Okay, this is a really large one. Okay, so let's see where if I can incorporate that. So I think I'm going to put all the ephemera together into one large bag, just because otherwise it's such a mess. So now, okay, so this is a perfect example of about doing large things. So I have this large butterfly, and oh gosh, where am I going to put it, right? So what I have to do is I probably have to move this other butterfly, because you can't have a big butterfly kind of up here, because your eye is going to draw directly to that one. So it's really important that you put the large butterfly towards the bottom of the page. But I already stuck this. You have to be very careful to move this. And if the butterfly is here, look at that. You see how it anchors it differently? And then you can just put this one over here. I could also move this one, put the smaller one over here, and then this medium-sized one here. And then it's kind of balanced. So there I have my triangle. And I'm not sure. And sometimes I go back and forth. I'm thinking, oh, do I like it here? Should I move it? And I just start playing around with this also. So then I'm thinking, okay, maybe it should go here. And then it looks better. So you know what I mean? Like, it's just playing around with things and realizing that some things are going to look good and some things might not right away, but you can definitely fix it. Now I want to look for some smaller flowers. I like adding some small flowers as well. I think I might add these. Not even sure if I need them, but I just like to add. So let's see if I need or not. If I don't need, I will just let it go. So I find that the little ones help bring things together, like kind of help it all kind of tie it all up. No, I need the yellow one for here. And if it doesn't look, I will just remove them. But it does look nice. Okay. So, and one more, maybe the green one. Okay, so there we go. So I find that my layouts are, no, I don't like that one. I find that my layouts are a little bit maybe more simple, but I find that they are balanced. I like my layouts to be really balanced. I don't like them to kind of go crazy in all directions and things like that. But now that I'm thinking, maybe this lemon thingy would look cute over here. Yeah, I think that does. And where was the other stuff with the lemons? Now I want to include all the lemons everywhere. So, or maybe it's this one that would look good. Let's try. So I always continue playing until I'm completely satisfied with what I did. There we go. I think I'm including those lemons as well. So let me glue things now, because a lot of these things are actually not even glued yet. So again, with the gel, you can do that as well. Just glue even the paper. So I'm going to glue this butterfly. And then I'll show you another thing that I still want to do. So let me see. I need to kind of glue this. And I want to glue that one. And the last one is this one. So the stickers help because they just glue themselves. I don't need to do anything for them. So that works well in that respect. Okay, so now, oops, I'm off screen. So now what you can do, another thing that I love doing is I love using the texture paste, the white texture paste. And I like adding a little bit of white on the flowers. And I did this earlier on as well. It's a really good way of kind of matching the flowers to the background. And I tend to do this a lot. I used to do it with white gesso, but this paper texture paste is my favorite one to do nowadays. So that's what I do. So I just added to kind of the edges. Sometimes it goes everywhere. And it's good to use an old paintbrush, a hard paintbrush, one of those that you don't need anymore, that kind of you've used too much. And yeah, and that's it. So now, before I am going to finish, which I'm not done yet because I want to show you one last trick, we can pick winners in the meantime. Tiffany can pick winners. We have 2 gift certificates to joggles.com. They're each for $25 gift certificates that we're giving away to anybody who's watching live. So Tiffany will have a way of winning it. You can announce how you want things to get, how you want people to win. So just let me know. I'm okay whichever way you want to do it. And we're going to pick 2 winners, and then those winners, please contact me and I will let you know how you won the prize. Okay. I'll put you in contact. You can email me to KarenTamir@simpatico.ca. I will put the link at the end, or you can contact me on Instagram, whichever way, just if you're the winner. Okay. So go ahead and pick, the winners. In the meantime, I want to show you a really cute, neat trick, because this looks finished, right? But I am missing something. I feel like there's something missing here at the bottom. And this is another thing that you can do with the mica powders. Okay, so this is something that is fun to do. So the mica powders can be used in so many different ways. One of the good ways to use the mica powder is to put it in water. So you could actually make your own sprays with mica powder, but I want to show you how to, we don't even have to do that. We can make our own paint. So let me know why I'm taking the yellow one, is because I want to kind of match it to the yellow that is in the background. So let me just take the lid out of this. I'm going to put a little bit of yellow here, not a lot, okay? Hold on, why is it stuck? Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it with water. See, that's why I start coughing. That's what happens. I'm going to create my own liquid color that I want to use on my background. You could make this into a spray. You could put it in a spray bottle, or you can make it into this liquid thing. And I want to show you what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to mix this. And now I have a perfect kind of yellowish spray that I can add to my layout, because I felt like it was missing stuff. It was missing some of that yellow at the bottom. Now this is very concentrated. Let's see, I'm going to test it. Okay, there we go. So now all I have to do is just basically add this almost like water, like spray, like watercolor. So I'm basically just painting it here, and that adds to the yellow that I already have everywhere else. So how cool is that? So as I said, you could enter it, you could make it into a little bottle. You can get it, put it into a spray bottle. Like you could take a spray bottle like this, or a smaller one, like all companies have those. Put powder and put water, and you can create your own mica powder. Your own spray of any color that you want. So I think I made too much of this, and that's okay. But basically now it's kind of matching everywhere. And now I'm going to the yellows don't match exact, so I'm just going to add a little bit of yellow here just to kind of make it all match together. It enhances the yellow too, right? So, and it almost looks like this was watercolored. Obviously it's a print, but that way I really matched everything to the bottom. So this is like really interesting to do, and you can do it in any color you want. I really like this technique. And I'm just basically adding it like watercolor. There's nothing. I'm not really doing anything. It is so easy. You can add it here if you want. You can turn anything yellow if you want. But I think I've added enough yellow. And I have too much of it. I mean, truthfully, I didn't have to make that much, but I just wanted to show you. So there's so many things, more things that you can add. You could use a different color scheme and add and make, use the oranges, the cherries, there's just so much to do. And I just really like this. Grow Together is just a perfect title for this photo. And I really want to thank my friend Tiffany for organizing this. She's just amazing. She organizes all these events. I just don't have time to do that. I'm surprised that she has time with everything that goes on. But these events are just really, really great. And people truly enjoy every time they come to them. So I really appreciate you guys all coming and supporting us. It means so much to us. It means so much to me, and I know it means so much to Tiffany. So please, kudos to Tiffany, not only for organizing it, but also for modding for me today, because it's hard to find mods, and I was busy all day, so I couldn't even help her this morning because I had this event, another event this morning. So I appreciate you guys coming. If you like my video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends on social media. If you want to watch the other video, it's on the Prima Facebook page, or I will edit it and upload it in the next few days so you can see how I use the Golden Coast collection. So thank you so much, everyone. And just be blessed and be healthy and just enjoy life and enjoy every single minute. Thank you so much and have an amazing day. Bye.